Following every student assessment administration, you get some sort of reporting, and those reports contain a lot of different metrics. It can be confusing to know where to start when it comes to unpacking the details. Take scale score, for example. Have you ever seen a student's scale score and thought, is this high or low? Maybe you've wondered how that score compared to other students in the same school, district, state, or even the whole nation. Without any added context, the score itself doesn't tell us how many students earned the same score, a lower score, or a higher score. A student might be high-performing relative to their school, but low-performing relative to the state. Sort of like a big fish in a small pond or vice versa. When reports include some sort of comparative measure, the added perspective helps you interpret the data in meaningful ways. Let's take a look at one of the metrics that can provide this information: percentile rank. A student's percentile rank tells you the percent of peers the student scored higher than. Imagine that Jacob is a 5th grade student and his score report says that he has a national percentile rank of 83. This means that Jacob is scoring higher than 83% of other 5th graders nationally. Since Jacob is scoring higher than most other 5th graders nationally, Jacob is doing well compared to his peers. Lower percentile ranks correspond with lower scores, and higher percentile ranks correspond with higher scores. A middle-of-the-road score, also called the median, is the 50th percentile rank. Now that you understand what percentile rank is, how do testing programs go about calculating them? This all starts with defining the norming group. A student's percentile rank tells you the percent of peers the student scored higher than. The norming group is the population of students on which the percentile ranks are based. In the case of Edmentum, research scientists conducted a norming study where the national population of test takers is balanced so that it is representative of the nation as a whole. This is called creating a nationally representative sample. However, these normative samples represent a snapshot in time and can become outdated as learning trends and educational landscapes evolve. Factors like the COVID-19 pandemic impact student learning and performance. As a result, the national percentile ranks derived from a normative sample from before the pandemic may not accurately reflect the current state of student achievement. To ensure the data remains relevant and useful, Edmentum releases updated national percentile ranks. By renorming the diagnostic assessments on new representative samples, Edmentum can provide educators and families with more accurate and up-to-date benchmarks for evaluating student progress. Let's take a look at how national percentile ranks are reported in ExactPath. They are reported for all students and in aggregated reports for the class, school, and district. The national percentile rank is reported based on how students perform in the season they completed their test. This allows for fair comparisons between students who may have taken the assessment at different points during the academic year, as early year and late year performance can vary. The seasonal percentile ranks account for these differences in timing, providing a more accurate representation of a student's standing relative to their national peer group. When looking at the student summary report, the national percentile rank will be noted with either the label National Percentile Rank, or abbreviated as NPR, along with the season of the norm. In this example, Isabel's NPR of 75 means that Isabel scored higher than 75% of second graders that tested in the spring. On the class report, the teacher can sort by national percentile rank to determine which students are generally scoring higher or lower than other students across the nation. Finally, on the aggregated results reports, administrators can also see the percent of students that fall into 4 percentile rank categories. The next time you look at the scale scores students earn from an assessment, look for a comparative measure to help make sense of the data. National percentile ranks do just that, so you can quickly keep tabs on how students stack up against others. Used in conjunction with criterion-based data, like the grade-level proficiency provided in ExactPath, national percentile ranks help educators and families understand what skills and knowledge students need next to be successful.